Hey guys, and welcome to another Talking Mods. On today's subject, it's a often asked question, and this is going to be particularly for sports compact guys. What coilovers are of good value at under $1,200? So let's jump into it. Alright guys, so on today's episode, I do apologize if we're not, maybe we can do another one for the off-road and ATV. This is specifically for the sports compact and the guys who are running coilovers. If you don't know what a coilover is, it is a fully adjustable spring and shock combo. The adjustments on it, I'm going to go into in no particular order, well, maybe a price order. Yeah, we'll go in a price order from least to most expensive, but again, not that expensive, in under $1,200, which kind of really makes it a very affordable option if you need to replace your suspension. And most suspension in your vehicle, your passenger vehicle, whatever it might be, it obviously depends on the type of driving, but the recommended time that I'm aware of is about 80,000 miles. Now, everybody is different. Some people drive really hard, have crazy roads where your shocks can go out quicker. Your springs won't really go out. Your shocks typically will, but if you're already switching them out, it kind of makes sense at this price point to just switch it to a full coilover if you did want to have that adjustability to close that gap and to have that better performance, which they're typically going to be better performance. And most of the time, all these coilovers are going to have progressive springs, meaning that they are designed to change the rate with the shocks valving based on the ride height that it's at. So it all works out pretty well. The first one is going to be Solo Werks, and most people have never heard of this company. Solo Werks is a really, really interesting story. The product is really inexpensive. It is a company that basically has no marketing behind it. It comes in a brown box. Even when you open it up, it has no labeling, and I've talked with these guys, the owners of the company at the time, and they're engineers. So the story, how it starts off, is these are two guys that basically worked at KW Suspension, very large company. They fall out of this price point range, so we can't talk about them in this. But KW is fantastic, but they worked on their lower end line as well, and they saw a need, for the rest of us as enthusiasts to be able to afford some coilovers. So these coilovers was their brainchild when they left the company, and they started up Solo Werks. And Solo Werks has, it's just a ride height adjustability. Now, one caveat about these is they obviously have a very limited amount of vehicles that are available, mostly in the European, so like Audi, BMW, different vehicles, obviously. So you can check it up on our site. Again, shameless plug here for Mod Bargains, but we are one of the distributors for it, and I do curate the products that are on our website. But so these guys obviously know their stuff. They put everything together. They're not charging a whole lot. We're talking about $600, some even $500 to $550 with shipping included. We're talking about here, and they were able to compact the coilovers into a nice so that the price wasn't so crazy on the shipping. Really amazing. Quality is good. We've had plenty of customers. I've talked to people. I've been on them. I've driven on them. Quality is good and so forth, especially for this system. What's incredible about it is we're doing so well, and this is all grassroots, word of mouth. Hey, these are really good coilovers. Yeah, they don't have a label on it. The thing is with Solo Werks is they did get bought out by KW. Now that information is not let out in the industry. They are not listed, I don't believe, but they are now part of KW as of recent. They've been around now for several years, I believe 5 years or so, maybe a little more. They keep on doing well. The guys who left are back into the fold of the KW family. But one thing to note now about these are galvanized steel. And what that means is if you are a resident of a place where it snows and they salt the roads, right? It is not a stainless steel. It brings the price down, but it will corrode and have rust issues. We particularly we don't want people buying these, or anybody who's in a winter type of conditions where the roads are solid. Obviously, if it's your summer vehicle that you're only running it during the summer, then you can run these. So make that particular choice if you do choose these, because the price is a lot lower. Now, as we go up a little bit. The second brand is Vogtland, and Vogtland does make coilovers. They make their own springs. They've been a spring manufacturer for over 100 years. They're an OEM manufacturer of springs, and they do a great job at it, and that's going to be a whole other topic. They do make some coilovers, and they do have the shocks and coilers, and their application is a lot more widespread. They fall into like around an 800 price point. Good system, lifetime, almost like a lifetime warranty, stainless steel. So you are getting that stainless steel. So you're paying for a little bit more of an increment. Really good, solid system, but again, more of a European application for most of their stuff. Solid company, just not all the applications you might need. And the third, and this is going to be where I think the best value in terms, it's got the stainless steel. This is BC Racing Coilovers. And I'm giving you my personal opinion on suspension I think is quality. Now I'm talking about the way it rides, the adjustments, the amount of where I have seen it in our shop, where I've seen comebacks, where I've seen issues. I believe the BC Racing ones are actually really good. I actually ran, well, a higher end of the BC on the ER. Some of the guys here, the mod experts, have run BC to test them out as well. And they're made in Taiwan, so they're not made in the US, they're not made in Germany. So Solo Werks was made in the US, Vogtland is made out in Germany, I believe. BC is made in Taiwan. They do follow all the ISO, all those stringent stuff. They are stainless steel. They are adjustable, and now you can also change the damping, I believe, on the BC BR versions. So great value. We're talking about $1,000 coilover at the time of me filming this. I understand that they might raise prices, but they're only about $1,000. It keeps it really within price point. You're getting a full system. Some vehicles, you'd have to check for it, actually come with camber plates as well. Incredible amount of value that you're getting. In terms of quality, in terms of ride, drive, and everything, it is very, very good. I think it compares to a lot of the coilovers that are running in the $1,600 range to $1,500 range, but at a very good value. In terms of us as a seller of it, I believe that they just kept that sweet spot price point because they are eating away market share. And this is going to be available towards not just European, we're talking about JDM, and to domestic, all vehicles. They have a wide variety of fitments, and they are specific for your vehicle. What I think is interesting is they've kept that price point at the detriment of us as the dealer. There is no, you'll notice that the price never changes. There is almost no margin on this one, just to be honest, from behind the scenes, but I think it's a great value for enthusiasts, and why not? So Solo Werks, all these three, they're very, very value budget, and it goes back and gives it to the enthusiasts. It doesn't really help us as a dealer. Yeah, we sell it, but because we sell it because we believe in the product, it's a good product. If we didn't, we probably wouldn't have it on the website. I know there's some other ones that you guys are thinking about. Fortunately, I didn't feel that they were of quality. We can debate on it if you guys want in the comments. I'm going to throw one that is outside of the realm. It used to be within under $1,000, and it is ST suspension. It is going to be just slightly over the $1,200 range, and I know it's just the top three, but ST would have fallen in. Prices have jumped up of recent. ST is basically a KW variant 1. In galvanized steel. So I've already described what galvanized steel is. Again, an issue there, but they were able to offer a lower priced product. The difference between an ST and a KW has a lifetime warranty, and an ST has a 5-year warranty. Still a really, really long time, but you're getting a huge saving with an ST, and you're getting that brand, and you're getting all that high quality. But again, the 5-year and a galvanized steel is a big, big trade-off sometimes, but it is just a KW variant 1 at about a $300 to $400 difference in price cut there. So again, those are the top three. Looking forward to your comments. I know I'm going to hear about it. Maybe we'll bring it up in our Q&A, and I will discuss them further. If you like this subject, if you want to see more value type products like this, or the higher tier ones, we can discuss those as well. Again, please hit like. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. As always, I will see you on the next Talking Mods.